YouTube family, was popping with y'all, man? I appreciate you for tuning in to another video and another message that I got for you guys today. For those first timers, it's your first time tuning in, it's your man Gloriful Skip, and I just appreciate you for clicking this video to tune in with a young king this morning, this evening, this night, wherever you may be in the world. But I just wanted to make a quick video and just give my message for you guys today, because I believe that this will touch somebody, this will help somebody, and this will help you who are watching this video make better decisions. But I really wanted to touch on loyalty, the whole stigma of loyalty. People look at loyalty as, oh, you will ride for me right or wrong. And I want people to understand that, yes, it's okay to ride for a person when they are right, but do not ride for a person when they are wrong. If you are a spiritual individual or you believe in God, right, you are not going to play both sides. You can't be a part of the devil's team and then be a part of God's team. You can't play middleman when it comes to those things. You have to choose a side. You can't be good and then a little bit of evil. You have to specifically choose the side that you are on. So when people say, oh, you don't really care about me, oh, you don't really love me because you ain't willing enough to ride for me while I'm wrong. See, I'm the type of person, I will tell you where you are wrong. I'm not judging you. I will tell you where you are wrong and what the decision that you have possibly made, how it can affect myself and you at the same time. Because me being around you is because I might trust you in a certain way. If I didn't trust you, I wouldn't be around you, because I would just cut off all communication. But a lot of times people are just so blinded by their own wrongdoings and their own wrong emotions and their own wrong decisions that when someone comes to them with something new and that person is not a yes man, they don't know how to accept that. Because people that want you to be a yes man expect for you to go by anything that they say or do. But I'm not a yes man. I'm not going by what you say or do unless it makes sense and it's right and it's for the betterment of both of us together. So basically I had this family member, right? I'm just gonna give you this quick example. I had this family member in which this family member was disrespecting his wife one night at a family function that they had at their house in front of her father, mother, and sisters. And everybody was doing a little bit of drinking. So, when people drink, that gives the enemy a chance to be able to, creep like a tiger. You know what I'm saying? Be cunning and try to get into get you guys into certain situations. So this family member, he was disrespecting his wife in front of her family, calling her all type of itches and O's and all that. And for my potty mouths out there, you know exactly what I mean. But I'm sitting back just watching everything happen. I'm like, wow, like he's really disrespecting his wife in front of her whole family. Mind you, it made me realize, like, dang, if he's talking to her like that in front of her whole family, I know he doesn't respect me, and I know he wouldn't respect me, and I know he doesn't care about anything that I have to say or whatever, So long story short, the father and Buddy starts going back and forth. And the father ends up wanting to fight Buddy. Buddy he wanted to fight the father as well, but the father end up start making excuses. Oh, I don't want to fight because you guys are gonna jump me. And then he points at me and say, you guys are gonna jump me. So I'm looking at it as like I'm looking at the father. I'm like, what? When did I get in all of this? Because I'm sitting back to the side. The father didn't even understand. Like, I agree with you. He's disrespecting his wife in front of the family. He could have did that behind closed doors, or he could have stepped outside, or he could have waited till later. But instead, he rather, hold on guys, cause got a text message. But yeah, so basically the father looks at me and says like, oh, you guys would jump me. And I'm looking at him, I'm just like, what? Why would I jump you? Like, why would I jump in? I don't like the way that he's treating his wife as well, because if I had a wife, I would never want to treat my wife like that in front of her family. I wouldn't even want to treat my wife like that behind closed doors. If we can't calmly talk about things and we can't find a way to communicate to one another, I'm not gonna talk to you. I might just separate myself from you. That's how I am. I'm not going to sit there and go back and forth with you. You know, so the father ends up saying that. So fast forward, the father and the mom of the wife, they end up leaving. They end up leaving with the siblings and everything. They end up leaving. And the father said before he left, like, oh, I'll be back. So he left and he came back like 20 minutes later with 2 guys in the car, you know, but it was 3 guys total, including the father. And they come back, they pull back up and they jump out the car. I'm talking about with metal bats. They pull the metal bats out their pants. Mind you, y'all, I'm looking like, ain't no way, boy. What? I'm like, ain't no way, boy. I'm like, yo, people are really, they pulled the bats out their pants like they were guns. And I'm just like, ain't no way. Mind you, we in Georgia when all this is going down. We in Georgia. And I'm just like, I thought they had the Second Amendment down here, but I mean, I'm happy that it was bats and not guns, because who knows what would have happened that night. But before the father and them pulled back up, because I skipped the part, before the father and them pulled back up, I parked across the street from Buddy's house and I was just sitting on my hood. But before that, I was trying to get Buddy to leave. I kept telling Buddy, I'm like, man, let's go. But Buddy in his raging emotions, he wasn't listening to nothing that I was saying. He talking about, what? You scared? And I'm just like, scared? Scared of what? Scared of who? What am I scared about? I'm just strategic and I'm smart. I'm not gonna put myself and my loved one in a position. These guys just said that, oh, we'll be back. You don't ever give a person a chance to say, oh, I'll be back. Like, cause if it was up to me and I had a weapon on me, you ain't coming back. It ain't, you know, I'm just saying that I'm not gonna give you a chance, because you're not gonna give me a chance to be able to say that, oh, you know, I'll be back, cause that is not happening. But they end up coming back, pulling the bats out of their pants. Buddy, with his anger, he chased them off. They end up jumping back in the car, chased them off. And I'm just looking like, wow, he really put me in a situation. Like, really put me in a situation where I'm just like, I'm not gonna hang around this person anymore, because you don't hang around people that put you in negative situations and don't think about your well-being and their well-being as well. You know, and that's the hints of everything that I'm saying is, do not ride with people when they're wrong. If you try to explain yourself to a person, right? Because mind you, throughout this whole thing, I could have just left. I could have just left, but I didn't want to leave my family member hanging in the way. I wasn't gonna jump into all of that stuff that he had going on, because I really didn't like the way he was talking to his wife. I'm telling you, I did not, calling her out her name in front of her family, not respecting the mom and the father and the sisters and stuff. I really just could not believe that, yo. Like, it just blew me so bad, because it made me mad, because I'm just like, why are you talking to your wife like that? You don't have no respect. Have some freaking respect. Have some respect, nigga. What's wrong with you? You know, and eventually this same family member I cut off. Crazy part about it, once I cut that family member off, that family member moved back to a place that we both are from, and he tried to mess with an ex that I've had for like 3-4 years. You know, mind you, I'm not even with the girl no more, but trying to find a way to get back at me for whatever reason. I'm telling you, it's so many situations that happen between this family member. Even this one time, like out the blue, he just yell out, "Oh, he's the devil." And mind you, I'm a youth leader, so I'm dealing with younger kids, trying to steer them the right direction and help enlighten them and help uplift them and help them understand what's possible and things like that. And Buddy, but you know, during that time, and I'm around Buddy, he just yells out, "He's the devil." And I looked at him, I'm like, "You the devil? What? Bye, nigga. Like, you're tweaking. What are you saying? You're that ignorant that you just allow whatever to fly out your mouth without having any conscious you know, boundaries, like, oh, let me not say this. I don't care how bad it gets. I rock with God and God only. I rock with the Most High. You won't ever hear me saying that I am on demon time, because I am not on demon time. I am on angel time. I am on warrior time. I'm on God's warrior time. That's the time that I am on. So if you're not rocking with it, then I'm going to remove myself from you. But at the end of the day, you know, you just be careful, guys. Just be careful. Just be careful. I'm sure you guys heard your parents say, even when you were younger, oh, you see your friends jump off a bridge, so you gonna jump off with them? You know, come on, man. No, you ain't gonna jump off that bridge, because especially if you know you could possibly die. You know, so at the end of the day, if I could leave you guys with anything, it's just be careful what you put your energy into, be careful who you hang around, and be careful who you allow into your life. And ride for people when they are right, not when they are wrong. Because when you ride with them when they are wrong, you will be just as wrong as they are when it's all said and done. So I just hope you guys are blessed, prosperous, fulfilled from this word. And it's your man Gloryful Skip, and I salute to my real ones who stayed to the end of this video. And I just wish you peace and prosperity, man. It's lit on this side. Until next time, we out.